iPhone 12 Pro Max versus OnePlus 8T speed test. Let's begin this test with a boot up. We're talking about two phones that have some of the best performance of the year. Let's begin with this boot up. 3, 2, 1, and see which one can get there first. Now, the iPhone 12 Pro Max has an industry leading 5nm chipset, Apple A14 Bionic affair right there. We are facing off versus the Snapdragon 865 in the OnePlus 8T and 12 gigabytes of RAM. And you can see that the iPhone 12 Pro Max leads the OnePlus 8T when it comes to just turning on the device. Okay guys, so confirming their software, the iPhone 12 Pro Max has 14.2.1. The OnePlus 8T actually does have Android 11 on here, and it does have Oxygen OS 11.0.4.5. And again, you could kind of see the specifications right there of the device. All right, guys, so we've arrived at the application portion of the speed test. Everything closed out. Let's go into Instagram, and you can see, looks like it's faster to load up the notifications for the OnePlus 8T. Go to the profile page. That looked like the iPhone. Both of these are very powerhouse phones, though. You can see Twitter, and Twitter is first there for the, looks like the OnePlus 8T. We'll go here to my profile page, and you could see OnePlus 8T and OnePlus 8T right there. When coming home, the gesture actually feels smoother and faster on the 8T. We'll go into Amazon. I never thought I would be saying that about an Android phone. You could see right there, the OnePlus 8T a little bit quicker. This is just like the fastest Android phone I've ever used right here. We'll go into eBay. It just feels that way. And then we have that look like the OnePlus 8T on eBay. We'll come home. We'll go into Best Buy. And OnePlus 8T there on Best Buy as well. We'll hit Black Friday ads, OnePlus 8T again. And there is the iPhone. Let's go into Starbucks. And you can see Starbucks first here. On the right over the iPhone, we'll go into Groupon. And you could see Groupon looked to be first here as well. It had a little pop-up, but we'll go to categories to confirm this. And you see faster there on the right. We'll click things to do. And that time it goes to the iPhone. So either way you go, you're going to get a fast phone here. These are pretty much similar in day-to-day usage, but the OnePlus 8T is going to give you that 120 hertz display, making it feel far smoother. And you see the iPhone faster there to load up the scores. And this is one of the biggest gesture bars I've seen for navigation. We'll go into Mortal Kombat here. And here's an area where the OnePlus 8T also performs well as in gaming. For Android phones, this is one of the better ones you could pick to do gaming. They have dedicated gaming modes. They're constantly doing updates to try to improve the gaming performance for your device. But I'm not sure it's going to beat the iPhone here. And no, it doesn't. The iPhone takes the lead once again in gaming. This really reminds me of my past years comparing the OnePlus series to the iPhone. It's just hard to catch up in the gaming department due to optimization. I just feel like developers spend more time optimizing their games for the iOS platform. There may be more users on there, who knows. We'll go ahead and swipe through, and you could see both of them. When you're in the game, you're not gonna have an issue with either. We'll go into PUBG Mobile. Now, PUBG Mobile typically usually wins on iOS as well. Let's see what happens here. It's in the lead, A14 Bionic. Over here, Snapdragon 865. There is a faster 865 Plus, but the 8T doesn't feature that. And I don't really think you absolutely need to have it. The 8T, wow, the 8T loads the PUBG first. That was shocking. We usually do not see that. Let's start the match. So you can see the OnePlus 8T is not messing around. This is such a sleeper phone because I think because it launched right around the time of the iPhone 12s, it didn't get as much attention, but this phone is really a sleeper. This is one of the best performing phones of 2020 in the OnePlus 8T, especially because they really made the software really fluid and fast this time around. And because of 12 gigs of RAM, 120 hertz, it just feels like a total package in performance. You can see right here, Temple Run loads up first again on the right. Let's hit main menu. And I was trying this before I did the speed test, and I was shocked that the OnePlus 8T was winning out a lot of these tests. And you can see so far, and yeah, I know these are not fully scientific. There's not a robot, nothing like that. It's just my fingers. It could be a little mistake here and there, but this is stuff I open day to day. I run these apps in day-to-day life, and many more. I just open up apps, close them out. That's how we use our phones day to day. And you kind of see what happens here when doing this stuff. And you see Crossy Road ahead for iOS. I'll give it the win on that one. But overall, very comparable performance here, but not comparable prices though. The screen size also comparable to the Max here on the OnePlus 8T, 6.5 inches versus 6.7. But comparable price, not even close. The OnePlus 8T is more of the price of the iPhone 12 mini. We'll go into Rush here, and you could see Rush faster there for, that looked like the iPhone. We'll come home, we'll go into the Geekbench, and we'll wrap it up here. You can see Geekbench faster on the OnePlus 8T. So overall, I would say the 8T felt a little bit faster here in most day-to-day tasks. And when I switch between these phones, it actually does feel faster, mostly due to the 120 hertz. I mean, it really doesn't come through on camera. This is something you need to really experience in your own life here, the 120 hertz, and then you'll know what we're talking about when we talk about and praise these 120 hertz on these reviews. Okay, guys, so now let's go back through the applications to see if anything does reload here. 12 gigs of RAM on the right, 6 on the left. You can see nothing so far. Crossy Road, very good there on both. We'll go into Temple Run, very good on both. We'll go into PUBG Mobile, very good here. We'll go into Mortal Kombat, and you can see very good here. You'll also notice that on the OnePlus phone, when you swipe out, it doesn't kind of do that little delay when it's switching between landscape games and back to the home screen like you see on some of the Samsung phones. So I do think the OnePlus actually feels smoother and faster than most of the Samsung phones, even with those 120 hertz Samsung phones. We'll go into eBay. You can see very good. Amazon, and pretty good there. Twitter. It looked like there might have been a slight reload for Amazon for the Max, but overall, everything very fast on both of these when reloading things. Okay, so let's go ahead and run this Sun Spider test. We'll hit start now, and we'll see which one can actually do this process faster. It already looks like the iPhone's ahead. This is Safari, which is optimized by Apple for the Apple iPhone, so of course, there's probably a little bit better optimization going on there. You can see 88.8 milliseconds on that one. And over here for the OnePlus 8T, which wants to slide around right now, 323.5. So yeah, Safari is a very fast browser for the iPhone. Now let's go ahead now and run a Geekbench test here. And you can see that we do have 2.99 gigahertz, 6 gigs of RAM, and you can see the cores and setup over here. Let's run these CPU benchmarks, and I'll be back when the final results are in. Okay guys, so the final scores are in, and as expected, the iPhone wins out in Geekbench by a lot in the single core and by a substantial margin in the multi-core. But you've seen day to day, the OnePlus 8T actually feels like a faster phone, so a little bit strange there. But at the same time, Apple kind of dropped the ball, I feel like, by not putting the 120 hertz. It makes the OnePlus 8T feel like a smoother phone, and that's really not what we're used to from Android phones. We're used to the iPhone being smoother, but now the OnePlus 8T, these 120 hertz Android phones feel smoother, but the iPhone still is reigning supreme in its actual processor performance, aka if you're going to be doing video rendering, you have better application support. Yeah, you have Rush here for the OnePlus 8T as well, but over here on the iPhone, you have iMovie, you have LumaFusion, you have these more professional grade applications for doing stuff like that. So you gotta really need to take advantage of that A14. Otherwise, I think the 8T actually feels like a faster phone, but the iPhone 12 Pro Max is still a powerhouse. So let me know your thoughts on this one. Which one was the winner for you? The iPhone 12 Pro Max or the OnePlus 8T? Let us know down below. And if you guys want to see a full comparison, which one to buy between these two, thumbs up. If we get like 2,000 likes, I'll consider making that full comparison. And I'll catch you all in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to be well, and peace.